This is back to 99, your Lord and sometimes personal 2K savior. I'm back with another build video. I wanted to make a rebounding two guard, sort of max weight, and I wanted to have the wingspan be longer, but I wanted to stop at the point where I would lose limitless range on bronze. So that ended up being 6'8", 7'1". You can see the build here. We have the limitless range at 83. We have a 90 vertical, sort of the strength is at a 72, which is kind of like I sometimes think of the attributes as a 100% scale, kind of like in school. So it's like a seven. It's like a 72 strength is a sort of a C level strength. Um, we have the 85 speed, 80 agility, which is max for your height and weight there. We have a 92 defensive rebound, which gets you gold rebound chaser. So you could easily plus two that during the season with your max plus two and turn that to a legend rebounding. Easily you could cap break your O board if you want to get that higher. And then you have, the 85 block, which could be, if you raise that to an 88, you'll have gold high flying denier. You could also get it all the way up to a 90. You have your interior defense is a 75. You could use a takeover, one of your custom takeovers to make that a plus 15 to interior. And that way, if you were going against a person that, they had a high standing dunk or a high driving dunk, you could try to negate them when you meet them at the rim with that takeover just for that specific match. Your 92 perimeter defense will give you gold badges. You'll have gold challenger. You could plus two that. And as you saw that uh, the midi was an 87 and the three ball was an 83. So you see the build name. I'm not really a fan of that build name. I would probably legitimately run the automatic nameplate until I maybe got another one through cap breakers. So I pulled up uh, the cap breaker screen for you guys here, so you could do your tabulations while you look at the build's potential. I would easily First thing I do is get the speed with ball up through those three ticks. Then I would put another five cap breakers on ball handle. I would eventually do plus two to the pass accuracy to get the silver break starter and silver dimer. Then the last thing I would do, I was maybe use my crew takeovers um, to focus on driving dunk. If you do all five to driving dunk, you could turn that from an 80, you turn to an 84. So then you could use a plus 10 takeover to driving dunk um, with a sharp badge. And so you'd have, your 83 three ball, but your standing still, gets elevated. And then you have a plus 10 to your driving dunk for you taking the end. I would take that 84 until a 94. So you'd be elite at the rim. You could shoot the three. You'll get the rebounds, when the other team does miss. And theoretically, this is not the most meta build, but the idea is you would have fun, playing two-way on this build, trying to snag the boards. And obviously, the boards have changed this 2K cycle in the sense where since people miss less, there's less of a need to get boards, but people always miss here and there, and it'll just be like a fun mini game for you as a player to try to outsnag the other team and really help your team get those loose balls. So theoretically, you could try to reswap the build and have it to where you had a high O board. But this year, that almost makes even less sense because if you're on a good team, your team's not really missing enough to really justify, um, having it on that side of the ball. But it's whatever you want to do. This is just an idea. This is, I think it would be one of those builds that you can run every now and again just to have a good time. And in the sense that sometimes if you have low rebound and it's kind of not really frustrating, but you have to watch the ball sail past you a lot. So this build would help you, um, board up and just, give you something extra to, keep your mind going when you're playing defense. Back to now.